Expats fleeing their country, part two. Your next question might be, what country do I flee to? This takes some research as to what country to flee to. You are not limited to one or two countries, as there are many you can choose from. So in order to get started, you should take time and write down what is most important to you and put them in order of priority. For different people, it'll be different. There are some questions that will get you started. Do you want to leave your country because of crime, having more money to retire on, opening a business where there are less government controls, to live where it's warmer, to get away from your mother in law? Just half joking. Feel free to add your own. You should make a list of 5 to 10 reasons and put them in order. In order to do that, you should ask yourself, can I live without X being the most important? Or I'm willing to compromise on X. So you see, it's a matter of personal preference to a degree. If you want to move where you simply want where it's warmer, then you might as well stay in your own country. If you live in the US, you can move to Florida. If you want to live where it's warm, but you want to have less crime, you can move to Dubai, for example. But if money is a problem, you'll have to rule this out as it's expensive to live there. So you will have to compromise on the crime then Ecuador is a place to be. Now make a list of what you don't want, such as, remember, a list of what you don't want, not just what you want. So such as high crime, petty crime, high prices, dangerous to be white, pollution, limited amount of pollution, high taxes. Make a list of 5 to 10, the more the better. Now put them in order by asking yourself such questions and make statements such as, can I live with X, but I can't live with Y? That is an absolute must. Can I live with limited pollution, but not with the spraying of our atmosphere with geoengineering? If the answer is yes, then write that down as high one that you want on your list. Again, put that in priorities. I hope you are getting my drift. After you make your list, start your research. Make sure that you consult your wife or husband, as you don't want to have a divorce over this. For example, she might want to live in Chile where you want to live in Ecuador. Okay, doing your research on the internet. That's the next step. Here are some tips on doing research on the internet as to what country you should live in. If you start off with doing your research on YouTube, it will give you a better feel for the country as you see videos that tell you much more than reading an article. Of course, reading articles are good if they are informative. You can start off by doing a research with, this is on YouTube, living in Argentina or living in whatever country you are investigating, living and working in Argentina, expats living in Argentina. Some of these videos have their own channels where the videos all on the same topic. Others have the same topic, but in different countries where they've traveled to. Of course, it's better to view videos of people who are living in the country and not some backpacker staying a week in a hostel. While you can learn from these videos, they do not give you the whole picture. A tourist does not have day-to-day contact with the local people or have to deal with the government at all. You'll want to see videos of people who live there or have a business there. After you make your decision, you want to make a list of the good and bad of each country and even write down questions you still have. By doing a search, you can find forums where you can join, read the comments, and write your questions. This way, you'll hopefully get an answer. You can do all this without leaving your home and spending money. However, the day will come when you'll need to travel to that country. I realize that not everyone has the money to travel to these countries to check them out. Then you'll have people who do have the money, but there is no time. No matter how rich or poor you are, everyone has 24 hours in a day. If the conditions in your country is deteriorating bad and becoming more of a communist police state, you'll just have to pack up and move to the best country of your choice and pray for the best. If you can get out with your family and your money, but the country's not for you, after you've lived there a while, at least you are out of the police state. You can always move to another country later. Even if you can't, at least you are in a safer country. At this point, you might say, I'll leave this in the hands of God. If He wants me dead, I'll be dead. If He wants me to live, I can continue to live right here. This is what the Judeo-Christians say. This sounds reasonable, so let's continue. Now, what do Christians say? If you read the story of the Holy Family, and when the angel of Yahweh told them to flee to Egypt and stay there until the angel told Joseph to return, could not God protect the most important family on earth? Could not He foil the plans of the Edomite king of Judea? Heathens and agnostics would use this and say, see, the Bible's not the truth. There is no God, as He would not have had the family stay right there, or He could have protected them. Sounds plausible, right? Well, this is an object lesson for us to learn here, and that is why this is in the Bible, for our learning. While God could easily have protected Christ, Joseph, and Mary, He chose to have them flee to Egypt. I believe this was an example for us, as a lesson, that we should flee if and when it's necessary, that we should do what we can, and God will take care of the rest. After all, God did protect the Holy Family while in Egypt. Anything could have happened to them there, just like anything could happen to you while you are in what you think is a safe country. If Joseph and his family were to stay under King Herod, then we would be expected to stay right where we are, despite the killing that was happening all around us. This example of what happened to Joseph and his family is what we are to do. Otherwise, everyone would just sit around, do nothing, and expect their children not to be influenced by the anti-Christian activities that their friends are engaged in and Hollywood encourages. So, Christians, flee to a safer place.